Oh my gosh, I am so excited for today's video because today we are going to be making over my front door. But not just any makeover, we are painting my front door pink. You're shocked, I know. But listen guys, I have been dreaming about a pink front door for years, and today it's finally happening. So right now, my front door is this muted blue color, and I don't hate it, but it just feels a little bit dated and worn. And honestly, there's nothing about this space that feels welcoming. And I wanna walk up to my house and feel like, wait, is this a Nancy Meyers movie? So let's talk design quick, and then let's get to work. Okay, so I knew from the beginning that I wanted something soft, romantic, and very feminine. Originally, I was planning to use Pink Ground by Farrow & Ball. I love how sophisticated this color is, but when I actually swatched it on the door, it basically read as white. So I went back to the drawing board and found another inspo photo that leaned a little bit more dusty, and that's when I landed on Cinder Rose by Farrow & Ball. But might be a tiny bit on the risky side with so much purple in there, especially since the door sits back in the shade and the brick itself has shades of purple in it. But worst case scenario is I absolutely hate it and then I just have to repaint it. We're also swapping out the hardware for a brushed brass finish because I love a good warm gold contrast against pink moment. It just feels so elevated and classic. I'm also DIYing these super affordable pots from Dollar Tree just to give them a more custom and elevated look. Then for height and softness, I'm bringing in these faux pink flowering trees from Amazon, which are gonna frame the door and really give it that full romantic entry moment. And of course, we have the wreath, the statement piece. I love that we're layering in a darker rosy pink here with this piece, but it still feels organic and whimsical, and of course adds more florals. The goal with all of this is to make the entry feel layered, warm, and inviting, so I'm layering the entry mat over this adorable rug. So that's the plan. Now let's see if I can pull it off. Okay, before we can get to the fun part, we have to start by prepping first. So I'm starting by clearing off all the leaves and debris and giving the door a really good rinse. Now I'm wiping down everything with vinegar just to make sure the surface is clean and ready for light sanding. Even though this is a metal door, some of the old paint was bubbling and uneven in spots, so I'm going in lightly with my orbital sander just to smooth everything out and create a clean surface for the new paint to stick to. Now it's time to remove all the hardware since we're going to be replacing it with something much cuter, and also that way I don't have to paint around or tape around these. Before I start painting, I'm just going to tape off the windows and edges. This part is really tedious, but it's so worth it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. I cannot wait to see this on the front door. It's so pretty, look at it. Okay, now it's time for paint. So I'm going in with 2 coats of Cinder Rose, starting with the edges and the trim, and then working my way inward. gosh, you guys. Okay, it's dark out, obviously, so you can't really see the paint color, but we just got the hardware on, and I'm getting so excited. Like, my little heart just cannot even handle it. It looks so cute, but I am going to bed, and I can't wait to see it in the daylight. All right, guys, it's the next morning, and I'm gonna be honest, I've been staring at this door for a while, and I don't love it. I knew it was a risk because the door does sit back in the shade, and it is pulling really purple, and in some light, it's even reading a little bit fuchsia, which is definitely not the soft, romantic look I was going for. But that's okay, we're pivoting. So I went back to the drawing board, and this time I landed on Petunia Pink by Benjamin Moore. So I retaped everything, and I'm going in with the new color, same process, 2 coats, nice and even, and this time we're getting somewhere. While the paint is drying, I'm gonna take these 2 pots that I picked up at Dollar Tree and give them a little glow up. So I'm using the color Pink Ground by Fair & Ball, which I already had, and I added a little bit of baking soda to the paint to give it just a little bit of texture. And honestly, this might be pink overload for you guys, but for me, mixing shades of romantic pinks reminds me of a floral arrangement, and it's exactly the look I'm going for. I also ordered this wreath hanger from Amazon, but the shiny gold mirror look isn't really what I was hoping for, so I'm just gonna go in with 2 coats of Rub and Buff in antique gold. All right, now that everything is painted and ready, you know what time it is. It's time for my favorite part. It's time for finishing touches. I'm starting by placing these faux flower trees from Amazon on each side of the door. Now I'm styling these layered rugs. The jute rug adds texture and warmth, and layering it over this gingham pattern rug helps the entry feel a lot more cozy and collected and personal. Now I'm adding this floral wreath from Birch Lane. I love that it adds this darker rosy tone and makes everything feel a little bit more romantic and whimsical. Now I'm layering in even more florals by adding this basket with faux flowers just to make the entry feel fuller and more garden inspired. Then I'm placing a small vase with fresh pink hydrangeas, which adds a little bit of softness and life. Okay, everything is finished and I am in love. I can't wait to show you guys the whole thing, but first, let's take a quick look back at where we started. And here's where we are now. I love it so much. It's everything I wanted, and honestly, it completely transformed the entire front of my house. So if you've been thinking about painting your door pink, here's your sign. And if you like this makeover, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, because we have a lot more coming your way. I'll see you right back here next time. Bye guys.